Okay, so you're looking into dental implants. Well, my name's Andy Smith and I used to run two of the largest implant companies in the UK. And now I operate the largest patient information and referral website out there on the internet. This video, the purpose of this video is really just to highlight a few things to you. One, the importance of actually doing something about a gap in your teeth. Because the longer you leave a gap, the more that the surrounding teeth will drift around and actually makes the cost of, once the bone has started to shrink away, makes the cost of doing something about it so much more expensively. But so many people who are looking into implants are really staggered by the cost of them. So I'm going to give you 7 key strategies based on my experience to get money off your implant treatment, because the fact remains that if you or I were going for implant treatment, I certainly would be paying a fraction of what you do, because I know how the dentists get paid, where they make their money, and indeed I've helped many practices market their implants as well, and I understand exactly where they're coming from. I'll also let you know about a couple of key mistakes to avoid falling into that many people do, which can cost them thousands of pounds further down the line. When I joined the dental industry, I worked in the healthcare industry for quite some time, and I was used to dealing with medicines that might cost thousands of pounds a year, every year, and produce a fairly marginal improvement in people's quality of life. When I came into the implant industry, I was staggered at the health gain and health benefits that can be had by people being able to chew their food properly and get the nutrition that they need from it. And I became really passionate about this, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. At the end of the video, there's a free bonus, so please stick with it. It's called what I call the 6 questions that some dentists don't want you to ask. And it's basically my experience in terms of this is what you should look for. These are the questions you should be asking a dentist to make sure that you've got somebody who's going to treat you in the way that you want to be treated and you're going to get the best possible outcome. And this is just really giving you the benefit of my experience with regards to seeing hundreds and hundreds of dentists in action. And I know what the good guys do and the not such good guys, what they don't do. My reason for doing this is that I've worked with so many people on a one-to-one basis, and the impact that my expertise has had on them has been quite remarkable in terms of helping them get a really good outcome, but actually helping save quite a lot of money. And I can only help so many people on a one-to-one basis, and people have said to me, why is it so difficult to get a hold of this information? It would have been great before I spoke to that other dentist that I was speaking to, before I stumbled across your website. And so the reason why I'm putting all this down into video form is to make sure that this is available for everybody, that everybody can access this kind of information, because it's really important, I think, that you understand that there are huge benefits to be had by dental implants, and you don't necessarily have to pay the enormous prices that you think. There are ways and means that you can learn about that will get you a significant discount and save you hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. And these are things that I would employ on a daily basis. So I really just want to get that message out there to as many people as possible, rather than just helping people on a one-by-one basis. If I can give you a couple of examples, a lady called Penny came across the website. Now, it turned out that Penny and I knew each other, and we'd worked together about 15 years ago. And she needed an implant, had lost a front tooth, and she was quite shocked when she saw me on a video on the website talking about the kind of do's and don'ts and things like that. She gave me a call, and I got her referred on to a really great dentist who gave her a really good deal. It was a missing front tooth, so it was really important that it looked right. She was a very attractive lady. And she got a fantastic outcome, and that made me feel really fantastic, knowing that I'd helped make a difference to her. Another gentleman called Derek got in touch with me, and he had been plagued with dental problems all his life. And about 6 months before I spoke to him, he was so exasperated with his teeth. He spoke to his dentist about yet another visit and things like that, and he just said, just take them all out, just take them out, I'm sick of them. So he was completely what we would call edentulous, had no teeth at all, was given some plastic acrylic dentures, and immediately realised what a terrible mistake he'd made. He couldn't get on with them at all. They were making him gag, and he couldn't eat his food. And of course, he'd passed the point of no return. There was nothing more that he could do. And I spent quite a long time with him talking through the different the different options that he had. And then I actually sent him a video of, and this is why I believe that video is such a powerful way to kind of help get the message across, of a lady who'd been in a very similar situation to him and had had her dentures secured on implants. And I'm delighted to say that he now has a completely full set of stable teeth and can enjoy all the foods that he used to do 20, 30 years ago. He can eat a steak and bite into an apple or whatever he wants to do. And this is genuinely life-changing stuff, and I see this every day. I also am really upset by some of the stories that I get in terms of how miserable some people are. And some people think cosmetic dentistry and implants, it's just about getting a Hollywood smile. And to be honest, for the majority of people, it's about being able to chew your food and just have a decent quality of life. As somebody once said to me, it's more about sanity than vanity. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 different ways to actually save money. These are tried and tested. You can use them right now, get on the phone to a dentist and use them to negotiate a discount. They are worth hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to you. And as I mentioned previously, I'll give you again a couple of pitfalls to avoid, including the number one trick that many unscrupulous dentists will use just to get you in the chair with a deal that unfortunately is too good to be true. So when you click on the Get My Videos Now button, you're going to have everything you need to negotiate a discount now. These are the hints and tips and strategies I've been sharing with hundreds and hundreds of patients, and I'm offering them out to a much wider audience now. They are tried and tested, they work, and as somebody who has worked with dentists in terms of helping them market to patients, but also in terms of understanding completely how they get paid, I can tell you now, these will get you a discount, and I pretty much guarantee it. So what's covered? Well, I'm going to help you to shop around, understand what you should be looking for when you're looking at trying to find an implant dentist, and some of the things if you're looking at several, and I encourage you to get second and third opinions on things. Some of the things you really need to look out for when you're doing that. How to get other people to pay for your implants. Now that sounds probably like quite a strange one, but some of the new modern technologies that we have, and by understanding what implants can do for you, you can have a strategy to get other people to contribute towards your implant treatment. And that's really exciting, and it's quite new. I'm going to talk about group purchase deals. So websites such as Groupon and Voucher, they have lots of really attractive deals. I'm on mailing lists for them, and periodically things come through, dental implants, 999 quid. It's a good deal. Now, these sites are the best and the worst thing to happen to the implant market. And there are some things you really need to know about utilizing this kind of thing. Now, I will explain to you in some depth in terms of how you use these deals to actually get your implants for even less than the price that is on the website, and that can give you a massive discount in terms of the headline price that a dentist would normally charge in their own practice. I'll talk to you about the establishments that train dentists. You may not know that implants are not routinely taught in an undergraduate program in the UK. So that means a dentist qualifies and they have had minimal training on implants at best, probably pretty much zero training. So there are establishments both in terms of in academia and also in the commercial environment that are training dentists on implants, and they are looking for volunteers to help with that, and you can get some fairly significant discounts with that. I'll give you my key strategy for getting a 10% cash discount pretty much without even thinking about it. So never pay the asking price. There are always ways and means that you can negotiate a discount there. And I'll talk to you as well about dental tourism. One of the most common questions I get is, should I go abroad to get dental implant treatment? And certainly when you look at some of the deals on the internet, they seem incredibly attractive. As with many things in life, the truth is not always quite so clear cut. So I'll talk to you in some depth about that in terms of the pros and cons of that. There are certain instances when I think it probably is a good idea to look at going abroad, and there are times when I think you really should stay at home, stay close to home, and get a local provider to do that. And I'll talk you through the criteria that I would use for that. I'll also talk you through the shortcuts that dentists don't necessarily share with you straight off, and ways that you can negotiate the price down with only a minimal impact in terms of the quality of the outcome. And also, as I've mentioned, there are two key pitfalls that I would say the majority of people fall into, which cost them an awful lot of money further down the line, and I'm going to show you how to avoid those, because there are some real traps out there that many people fall into. So by watching these videos and clicking on the Get My Videos button, it's £27, and for that you get the benefit of all my years of expertise and the information that I've been sharing with people on a one-to-one basis, and they've been using and putting into great effect to make sure that they can negotiate a significant discount off their implant treatment. And certainly it really I find it very gratifying when I understand that somebody perhaps who'd not been able to afford implants before, by putting what I've told them into practice, they can actually now get implants, get their teeth secured, or, yes, it may be a cosmetic issue as well, but generally most of the people who I deal with, it's because they're having actual difficulties in their life, and some of these people are getting implants who wouldn't have ordinarily been able to afford it, which just makes me feel completely fantastic, to be honest. So if you're genuinely looking into implants, I personally believe you can't afford not to be without this information. As I say, I've seen firsthand the impact that it's had in terms of really helping people kind of understand what implants are all about and what they should be looking for. So in summary, in the UK, we are quite behind the times with regards to dental implants. They are a really important aspect of helping people get their ability to chew their food properly, and also get the smile of that they want if they've been suffering from that kind of side of things as well. So I hope in some small way that the information that I'm sharing will really help you on your journey in terms of either getting your smile back, or being able to chew a steak for the first time in 20 years, or whatever your kind of goal is with it. But we are operating in an environment where actually to get good objective information is quite difficult. So I hope you find this really useful. As I say, I absolutely guarantee that it will save you a lot of money, any one of these strategies. And I hope you enjoy the video, and please let me know how you get on.